Welcome to EduRev. Today's news topics are extremely important for UPSC aspirants, especially for GS2, GS3, and GS1. As you listen, focus not just on what happened, but why it matters for India's governance, international relations, internal security, environment, and society. Exactly what UPSC tests in prelims, mains, and interviews. Let's begin. Donald Trump shakes up the global nuclear order. Why this is important for UPSC? Questions on nuclear treaties, global arms control, NPT, CTBT, and new START appear frequently in UPSC prelims and mains. This topic shows how global nuclear stability directly influences India's security environment. Why in news? The world's nuclear order is weakening. Even though nuclear stockpiles have reduced dramatically since the 1970s, geopolitical tension is rising again. Mainly due to President Donald Trump's recent remarks about resuming nuclear testing. Key points to remember. Nuclear warheads reduced from 65,000 under 12,500. But global trust among powers has weakened. Trump's testing announcement raised fears of a renewed arms race. NPT kept nuclear-armed nations limited to 9. But current tensions threaten its stability. CTBT, still not enforced because major powers never ratified it. New START treaty expires in February 2026. Risk of open nuclear arms race involving the USA, Russia, and China. Tamil Nadu model of sub-state climate action. Why this matters for UPSC? This is a model example of bottom-up climate governance, perfect for GS3, environment, disaster management, and governance innovation. Highlights. Tamil Nadu contributed only 7% of India's emissions in 2019. Its GHG intensity dropped by nearly 60% since 2005. Focus on district-level decarbonization in 4 districts. Strong community-based actions. Afforestation, biodiversity protection, wetland restoration. 60% of its energy capacity is from renewables. Inside America's budget deadlock and shutdown. Why this is relevant for UPSC? Comparing political systems is central to GS2 polity. The US shutdown helps explain the structural differences between presidential versus parliamentary systems, fiscal federalism, and legislative-executive relations. Key points. Longest shutdown in US history, 43 days. Shutdowns happen due to loss of legislative permission, not money shortage. Conflict arose due to disagreement over SNAP, Food Assistance Program. US fiscal deficit for FY 2025 equals $1.8 trillion, nearly half of India's GDP. Rising debt. Rising interest payments. Draft Seeds Bill 2025. Reforming India's seed regulation framework. Why UPSC asks this? Seed regulation is core to GS2, governance, GS3, agriculture, and prelims, acts, sector reforms. Important points. Replaces Seeds Act 1966 and Seeds Control Order 1983. Mandatory registration for all seed varieties, except farmers' varieties. Ensures quality via Indian Minimum Seed Certification Standards. Minor offences decriminalized. Protects farmers' rights to save, use, exchange seeds. Stakeholders divided. Farmers worried about corporatization. Industry supports modernization. National Migration Survey 2026. Why it matters for UPSC. Migration impacts labor markets, gender ratios, urbanization, social justice, and welfare planning. Frequent themes in GS1, GS2, and SA. Key points. Survey runs from July 2026, June 2027. India had 28.9% migrants, PLFS 2021. Female migration much higher due to marriage patterns. First migration survey began in 1955. New survey uses individual-based definitions. Will study migration impacts on income, health, housing, and livelihoods. SEBI committee proposes major conflict of interest reforms. Why UPSC cares? Regulatory reforms, ethics in public institutions, transparency. These are major topics in GS2 and SA. Key takeaways. Mandatory disclosure of assets by SEBI leadership. Strict investment restrictions to prevent insider trading. Expanded definition of family for transparency. Stronger whistleblower protection. Post-retirement cooling off period of 2 years. New Office of Ethics and Compliance. AI-based monitoring for early detection of conflicts. Ammonium nitrate. Chemical, uses, and threats. Why relevant for UPSC? This is extremely important for internal security, chemistry basics, environment, and current affairs. Why in news? Explosion near Delhi's Red Fort suspected to involve ammonium nitrate, linked to terror groups. What UPSC needs you to know? Chemical formula. NH4NO3. Dual use. Fertilizer plus explosive. Becomes dangerous when mixed with fuel oil. ANFO. Used in major terror attacks. Pulwama 2019, IM blasts. Regulated under Ammonium Nitrate Rules 2012. Storage in populated areas banned. Mixtures greater than 45% are classified as explosives under the Explosives Act 1884. NGT flags. Severe chromium contamination in UP drinking water. Why UPSC needs this? Pollution, heavy metals, standards, and environmental governance. Very important for GS3. Key points. CRVX equals highly toxic, causes cancer and skin disease. IS 10500 limit equals 50 micrograms per liter. Sources: industrial effluents, mining waste, improper disposal, urban runoff. Remedies: adsorption, biosorption, ion exchange, and advanced photocatalysis using titanium dioxide nanoparticles. Climate Risk Index, CRI 2026. India among most affected nations. Why critical for UPSC? Climate vulnerability, disasters, long-term adaptation, sustainable development. Core themes in GS3, GS1, and SA. Key findings. India ranked 9th most affected 1995 to 2024. Over 430 extreme weather events in 30 years. 2024 impacts. 50 million affected by floods, 33 million by heat waves, 29 million by drought. Long-term CRI shows India faces continuous climate threats. To continue your UPSC preparation the smart way, download the EduRev app, available on both Google Play Store and Apple App Store. You'll get daily UPSC current affairs notes, MCQs, PYQs revision sheets, toppers answer frameworks, NCERTs, GS, and optional material. Study smarter, stay ahead, only with EduRev.